The dual wielding pistols. Loved, hate, but at one point Kreiter came up with the idea, if our hunter can hold one pistol, he can also hold two. After all, he has two hands. So the dual wielding made its way into Hunt Showdown, and well, it's a pretty fierce combo. Today we'll take a look at what makes dual wielding one of the strongest loadouts in Hunt Showdown, and what to watch out for in case you want to play it as well. Now let's start with the stats to understand why this is so good in the first place. Because if we look at it, we have an ordinary conversion pistol with the stats before the update. And now let's compare that to dual wielding. And as you can see, why the hell does the rate of fire get more than doubled? There are two pistols. It should only be doubled, right? Pretty strange. And even if you give it a test, and believe me, I tested it extensively, you can clearly see that the individual pistol gets faster by comparison. Why? So for some reason, if our hunter only has one pistol in his hand, he has to let it wobble a bit before he can fire the next shot. With dual wielding, he can immediately pull the hammer back and fire again. This makes the single gun in dual wielding 1.5 times faster than if you play it just as one gun. Now again, why? No idea. Maybe our hunter is just small brain with one pistol, and as soon as he picks up a second one, he gets giga brain. I don't know. But that makes the dual pistol extremely dangerous in Hunt Showdown, because you're mainly only facing other single fire weapons. We won't talk about the after in this video. Because while others have to reload or pull the bolt back, you on the other hand already have your next shot ready. So it's the high rate of fire that gives the dual pistol the advantage here. But what about accuracy? As everybody knows, dualies are seemingly just random, right? The thing is, those pistols aren't as inaccurate as you might think. They can be very accurate and dish out headshots at an impressive distance, and I tested the whole thing once again to see how big the distribution of bullets at a given distance really is, to see kind of the random factor, or again bullet distribution. And at this point, thanks a lot to the other hunters on this server who just left me alone and do my testing. And what is noticeable is that the spread is not as big as the crosshair suggests. It's more of a chance distribution. That is, that most bullets will land in the center, and a bullet is less likely to hit the outer area. So as long as the head of your target is in this inner circle, you're very likely to hit your target. And well, outside of this circle, it's literally just luck. And this is exactly what can lead to miss after miss after miss, which can be quite embarrassing. But the dualies can basically bypass the main mechanic of Hunt Showdown, and that are headshots. With dualies, we don't have to. Why choose such a small target when there's a much bigger target right next to it? Because we can just go for body hits. Since we shoot so fast, we can afford to just spray the upper body instead of going for the head. And with that, the gun becomes extremely dangerous extremely quickly at impressive ranges, and it gets very easy to use. Because it's way better to hit the 4x twice with 2 shots and eliminate your target, instead of hoping to hit the head with your 5 shots. Also important, for all Counter-Strike players or Valorant players, this will be very intuitive. The accuracy of the weapon is the best when you're standing still. And this means what you want to do is, you want to strafe left and right, and in between those strafes, when you're standing still, you want to pop a shot. This is very similar to zoning in Counter-Strike or Valorant, but you don't have to do counter-strafing in Hunt Showdown. It doesn't work. You have no inertia in Hunt Showdown, so just ignore that. So really just try to move left and right, and every time you stand still, you pop a shot. Left, pop a shot. Right, pop a shot, and so on. You can combine that with ADS. This makes it even more accurate, and with this you're able to deal a lot of damage between each step. Now, this might take a while to practice, but believe me, it's worth it. And for Counter-Strike and Valorant players, it should be relatively easy, but as soon as you master it, you will be an extremely hard target to fight because you're moving constantly, so you're hard to hit. You deal a lot of damage, you're popping bullets left and right, and because you're standing still at the right moments, you are still very accurate, so this makes you an absolute beast at PvP, especially in open fields. Then the next question, which one should I buy and what ammo? Well, the next thing that makes dual wielding pistols so good is that they're incredibly cheap in comparison. The most popular here is the cold wear conversion pistol, and I get to that in a minute. But only $55, two of them makes 110, and you already have an extremely dangerous loadout. So it's also very good at the budget area. Top of that, you only have to buy the special ammo once. Even though it basically operates two weapons, you still pay the price only once. But okay, now why the conversion? The conversion pistol shoots relatively fast in dual wielding while still being very accurate. Many other pistols become insanely inaccurate or are slow, not enough ammo, and so on. So conversions are really the way to go here. The big question though is, do I buy the conversion or do I buy the chain conversion? The only difference, basically, the chain pistol shoots a bit faster, but is therefore less accurate. This means, if you want to go for close range fights, then the chain pistol is the better option. If you want an all-rounder though, and especially good weapon at mid-ranges, then the cold wear conversion is the better option for you. With the dum-dum ammo especially, you can put a lot of pressure on your opponent and even push him while he's bleeding, and with FMJ you can spray through walls and it works way more often than it should. And that's basically it. Now if you can, with Quartermaster you can take a primary rifle with you, for example a Spark Sniper or something like that, and then you are able to fight at every given range. The only thing I have to mention is don't necessarily go check a shotgun player with your face, because it's still better as your dually is in under 10 meters, so well, just don't do it. So the best range for your dual pistols is around 10 to 30 meters. In this range, with the right movement, those things are absolutely king. And as always, if it was helpful, don't forget to thumbs up, as it really supports the video and the channel. Thank you for that. Subscribe for more, and if you want to support the work and have a free Prime subscription laying around, the link to the Twitch channel is in the description. Thanks a lot and see you all in the next video. Take care.